Welcome, everyone. I'm Tracy Fitzpatrick, and I'll be your moderator today. Thank you so much for joining us here at Netcom Learning, a market leader in promoting lifelong learning, training, and talent development solutions.
We are very excited to host today's session. Can multimodal AI redefine productivity in 2026? Presenting today's topic, Ronald Clanton. Ronald is a cybersecurity consultant and trainer with extensive experience in delivering training and guidance across ethical hacking, penetration testing, and AI-driven cyber defense. Through his firm, U.S. Computer Support, he provides practical hands-on learning to help professionals strengthen their security posture and stay ahead of emerging cyber threats. With extensive experience in high-stakes tech environments, Ronald helps organizations build resilient defense systems and trains IT professionals to tackle emerging AI-driven cybersecurity threats.
Please bear in mind that this is an overview of a very robust topic. We offer a collection of technical and business courses that can be tailored to your specific requirements. If you are interested in a further discussion, you can make an appointment with our learning consultants through our website at netcomlearning.com. Today's session is also being recorded, so you'll get free access to the recording in the next 24 hours via email. Netcom Learning helps customers build innovative learning organizations by achieving a smarter workforce, adapting to change, and driving growth. We do this with a broad catalog of offerings, developing customized learning plans, and our global delivery capabilities. Since 1998, we have been empowering organizations with our managed learning services to help them reach optimal performance results and address challenges.
We do have 9 practice areas in which we specialize. They encompass people, process, and technology training. Today's presentation is from the Data and AI practice area.
Netcom Learning offers a comprehensive training portfolio of courses for the topic being covered today. Our upcoming classes include various trainings on the given courses. You can also access a variety of marketing assets, such as the free training and blogs, by clicking on the available event handout. These offerings can be found with a simple search on our website at netcomlearning.com.
This session is designed to give business leaders, IT teams, and innovative professionals understand how multimodal AI is set to transform productivity in 2026. As AI advances beyond text to interpret and combine images, audio, video, and complex data, organizations must prepare for a new era of intelligent, connected workflows and accelerated decision-making. In this session, you'll uncover real-world use cases, emerging multimodal capabilities, and practical frameworks to help your organization adopt these technologies strategically and responsibly. Learn how top enterprises are leveraging multimodal AI to elevate customer experience, optimize operations, strengthen security, and unlock measurable productivity gains at scale.
Now I would like to give you a quick overview of the logistics before we get started. To begin with, you do have the option to view in full screen by clicking on the full screen button on the right side of the GoToWebinar viewer. Simply hit the escape key to exit the full screen. Everyone has been muted except for our presenters. Feel free to submit any questions you have for the presenters here in the questions pane, and we will address them at the end of the session. And to get the best out of today's events, we've included the slides, courses we talk about, and marketing assets in the handout section of your GoToWebinar viewer. You may refer to them at any time to get a better understanding of today's topic. And we do realize that some of you may have to leave early and want to let you know that as you do leave the session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to take a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience and improve our future sessions for you. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. And now I'd like to pass this over to our trainer to present today's topic.
Hey, Ronald, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. All right, my name is Ronald Clanton. I'm a senior technical trainer with Netcom Learning. Today we'll be learning about can multimodal AI redefine productivity in 2026? Absolutely, it can. And without further ado, let's get started. We'll take a look at our agenda. Multimodal AI as a driver of next gen enterprise productivity. Text plus vision plus voice workflows in real business context, cost efficiency, ROI considerations for 2026 planning, industry examples. So we'll have finance, healthcare, supply chain, the three-step action plan for piloting multimodal AI in 2026, and we'll end with a Q&A session for you guys. So let's get started. I'm very excited to present this webinar to you today. How will multimodal AI redefine productivity in 2026? Well, we know traditional AI systems have operated in silos. Those are terrible. Everyone doesn't know what's going on, and we understand that we need to have a holistic approach in business today. You just have to. So text processors here, image recognition there, voice assistance somewhere else entirely. This fragmented approach has limited the true potential of artificial intelligence in enterprise settings. But multimodal AI changes everything by breaking down barriers and creating a seamless, interconnected intelligence layer across your entire network. The convergence of multiple AI modalities represents more than just technical advancements. It represents a fundamental rethinking of how businesses can leverage intelligence at scale. Organizations that embrace the shifts are already seeing the dramatic improvements in operational efficiencies, decision making speed, and competitive positioning. We know that how AI has advanced certain businesses. I'm sure that you have transversed the internet to take a look at that, and or you can see different businesses that you know how they've been able to catapult into the positions that they are by utilizing this method and this tool that's available for all of us. So let's talk about what multimodal AI actually is. Multimodal AI refers to systems that can understand and generate multiple forms of data simultaneously: text, images, video, audio, sensor data, and structured enterprise data. Unlike traditional models that process one format at a time, multimodal AI interprets context across all of the channels, enabling much more intelligent decision making and automation. Multimodal AI is the driver of the next gen enterprise productivity. So your organization is now able to extract all of that information, aggregate it, and be able to work simultaneously to produce and give you a better working environment. The examples of the unified inputs, the text and the logs plus dashboards. Those of us in cybersecurity love having this um, immense tool together to be able to process all of our data, and give us real time analysis and the ability to move without being reactive, but to have that seamless model that's there, and also for the automation that it provides. Images, screenshots, plus written instructions. I don't even know. I know that this has not been here forever, but now my day-to-day routines and my life, the voice commands. I don't know where I was before being able to utilize this. The contextual documents, video, real time sensor, and of course the IoT data. Now we have all these smart devices that we have integrated, whether it's you're working from home or the big enterprise office, to be able to connect all of those devices and to be able to um, go and control that IoT data and process it in real time. One of the things that I was teaching a group of people yesterday was the monitoring of from the thermostats, server rooms, and other sections, and to be able to make sure that was all of that data would be aggregated in that one room, and that this person would be able to monitor this. So it just feels good the next day that I'm presenting this webinar to you right now live, and the IoT data, and knowing that um, in January it will be utilized, and they are transitioning to that. This fusion allows the AI to behave more like a human analyst, seeing, hearing, reading, and reasoning in a single workflow. So understand that all of this is taking place all together in real time across different departments, different divisions, and you can have all this data at your fingertips so that you can work more efficiently. Why it is a productivity breakthrough? Well, we understand how things were from 10 10,000 spreadsheets. You have to go here. You have to have a large abundance of meetings. You have to have a meeting about the meeting. Well, here the traditional automation has focused on single tasks, rules-based workflows. The multimodal AI unlocks multi-step, multi-format workflows that previously required human intelligence, that you don't need that now. This creates exponential productivity effects in four areas. A, intelligent automation for complex workflows. Instead of these long meetings, then, okay, I need everyone to come back to me afterwards, and you break this down, you break this down, you break this down, and you break this down. Come back. And then let's have another long meeting to go back, and then we got to keep going. No more of that. Multimodal AI can interpret PDFs, screenshots, reports, ex- extract insights, trigger actions across systems, not just in that one domain, not in that silo, but across systems. Communicate results in natural language. The results, work that took hours is reduced to minutes. Look at how much money, and just think for a second how much money your organization saves by having this as a seamless and integrated part of your organization. Let's look at B, accelerated decision making. By synthesizing cross channel information, multimodal AI delivers faster risk assessments, more accurate forecasting, real time anomaly detection, intelligent recommendations for next actions. The result, leaders spend more time deciding and less time gathering or interpreting the data. We go through, and I want you to take particular attention to everything that you see in this presentation. And now I want you to own it. Make Think of your organization and how this will help your organization. Think of a time that you had a meeting or something was delayed, or that you could have produced a more efficient, effective, and more profitable range or decision by utilizing this. Look at the trigger actions across the systems. We take a look at that. Now, we all know that there are different parts, different places, and sometimes people go work in the different departments, and they can be, um, this is my decision. There's that lack of communication, that things were missing, but you would have this in place to be able to go across that. And also from a oversight position, those of you on whether the boards or auditing, C-level management, you're able to see everything, so nothing can stay hidden or nothing is held back by this person or that person or this group. You see the whole picture. You're able to look at everything. Your faster risk assessments to take a look. I was just given intelligence this morning. I'll have to actually look later after this webinar of a data breach and how they could have worked better if the whole organization they were on the same page. But as I take a deeper look later on and then provide that organization my feedback, these are the things that organizations lack in the reasoning. And I don't know now if that was the reason behind that, but I emphasized one time before making sure that this and you're using this models and you know and you can see the whole business model is more than just having the sales, but making sure that the organization can continue to give the customer base or whether it's services or products that you can give them the best of the best. And this is giving them the best of the best by using this model, right? Workforce augmentation. Employees across departments gain AI co-pilots that operate using the same inputs they already use: the voice, images, video, and documents, reducing friction and eliminating repetitive tasks. Impacted roles include analysts, your cybersecurity teams, HR, and the onboarding process. Finance and compliance is this time now. Think about the time that we're in. We're getting ready, processing our taxes and going through all that annual review and all the things that we need to present to make sure of what we're providing and we're within the laws based on based on being within the laws to with all across businesses. But there are some businesses where their lifeblood is making sure that they are completely in compliance in a highly regulated field. Sales and customer support, IT operations, and engineering. Everyone can know, and it's a seamless machine that's working all together in unison. D, reduce operational overhead. By automating multi format interpretation and analysis, enterprises reduce. Now, here we're reducing the manual review time. That was one of the, as this became a part of the business model, and as I'm consulting businesses and business people, and I'm helping those to start businesses, also consulting investors, this is something that they can look at, well, that they're able to utilize. And on every meeting that I have, one of the main things I'll tell them is about this time, because that's sometimes the key thing. Sometimes things are happening in business and we need to go and act right away, but we want to be able to look at everything, an investment into this business. How can we utilize this business with our business and set up whether it's an acquisition or to hire this company to provide something. Ticket backlogs, compliance processing cost, incident response cycles, operational errors, and the rework. Multimodal AI ultimately increases operational resilience while reducing long-term costs. How does the how does the future look in your business? How is this helping your business? How will this help your business? Where do you expect to be in 3 quarters, 2 quarters, to have that intelligence and to be able to act upon there, to be able to plan accurately, and also one of the main things, to be able to budget, having that opportunity. This provides that for you. Text, vision, and voice workflows in real business context. Multimodal AI systems combine language, text, computer divisions, the images, and the videos. Looking at that and the speech voice so organizations can automate work that previously required several specialists or manual processes. Below are practical examples across the industry. Let's take a look at that. We look at finance and intelligent claims and fraud processing. Think for a minute. As I present this webinar, I want you to imagine different parts of your business and how you would use this. Oftentimes, with presentations we go through, we have this, and we go away and we go to back to work or whatever our daily task or whatever we're doing. But I want you, as I go through this webinar, to at every section think about where this would fit in your business and how this would help you. We got the workflow, vision. AI scans submitted images, damaged vehicle photos, and receipts, and verifies authenticity. Now we're taking a look at that. The text, the system reads claim descriptions, appraiser notes, and policy documents all at the same time for you. Voice, customers can submit voice descriptions that are transcribed, summarized, and compared to the claim data. In this scenario, let's talk about the salesperson that has the vehicle, company vehicle, they're utilizing this, or they were utilizing their own vehicle, something happened, what you're able to look at and utilize this information with. Now you are the insurance company. I know a couple of standalone insurance providers who, by all means, should have this implemented and integrated into their systems and will make their day so much easier for them. The business impact, claims decisions reduced from days to minutes. One of the worst things is you're already going through, or that client is going through there, and keeping that customer retention by how fast you can provide services and decisions going forward. So many people switch insurance companies, or they go and this. It's always about the time. Um, the person's already going through a terrible time. They're going through their, it's already the anxiety of that. If you can reduce that time and be able to provide that fast and efficient service, it definitely helps to maintain and keep business and your customers. And also, that's less time for you and less work. Early fraud detection uses inconsistencies between the text, images, and voice. So all of that is matched all together. Now you have a 30 to 50% productivity increases in claims and underwriting teams. Text intelligence, natural language processing that understands context, sentiment, and intent across documents, emails, reports, and communications. This enables intelligent document analysis, automated summarization, and contextual insights extraction from unstructured data. Now you have all this mix and match of this data that you're able to correlate and put into place. Well, the AI is doing that for you. Our visual recognition, the computer vision capabilities that process images, videos, and visual data streams in real time, identifies patterns, detects anomalies, and extracts actionable insights from visual information that humans might miss or take hours to analyze. And we know, as I am right here, just imagining certain times, certain meetings, and past things throughout my career of those long, let's get back together, those late nights. Voice processing, advanced speech recognition, and natural language understanding that captures nuance, tone, and meaning from audio interactions. This is not some stale interpretation of data. Transcribes, analyzes, and acts on the voice data from meetings, calls, and verbal communications seamlessly. How many times have you had meetings? You have so many things you have to go over, and there are some extremely important key facts. Well, you have this tool to go through that meeting, what was said from that meeting, record that meeting, be able to summarize, ask the questions to that AI of, hey, well, how was this here? And from the tone of that meeting, moving forward, what would be some suggestions? You have this available. Making sure that you have the capable team inputting this into your business and being able to utilize the tools that are available and get the training. Netcom learning, making sure to have that. So you can go to www.netcomlearning.com, call the number 888 563 8266, or go to AI search at netcomlearning.com. We have so many people now that may have that cybersecurity certification, that degree, but they are novices in the terms of artificial intelligence, and you're behind the curve. You have to make that a point to have your staff and your team not be in the dark about AI and what it can provide. And those of you that are working in this field to make sure that, basically keeping your job and that you're competitive, you have to learn this. You can't rest on what you have with these certifications or the education or the training that you have here, because then you have this tool that you don't even know how to use, who your competitors are using, and passing you by. And you can see the results. And 2026 is going to tell a lot about organizations, and there will be companies that not having this in place is going to be disastrous for them. Multi-source input. System ingests data from documents, images, audio recordings, video feeds, and sensor data simultaneously. All information streams are captured in real time, creating a comprehensive data foundation. Unified intelligence. AI synthesizes cross-modal insights into coherent, actionable recommendations. Decision makers receive comprehensive intelligence rather than disconnected data points. Integrated processing. Advanced AI models analyze, correlate information across all the modalities. The system identifies patterns, relationships, and insights that single modality systems would miss entirely. The automated action. System can automatically execute approved workflows, trigger alerts, and then route the decisions to appropriate stakeholders. The intelligence becomes action without the manual intervention. Take a minute, look across each one of these. Now, again, own it. How does this help your organization? Where are the holes in your organization because you don't have this. You don't have the staff that is trained to be able to have this in place and making sure that it's running, it's functional. And how many times have you had that apprehension because you don't know what you don't know? This provides that for you. Understanding the financial impact. As organizations plan their 2026 technology budgets, understanding the true cost and return profile of multimodal AI is critical. Unlike previous technology waves that required massive upfront investment with uncertain returns, multimodal AI offers a more favorable financial equation, but only when implemented strategically, knowing where and when. You can go put this together, but where do you implement it? How do you do it? Where does it go? How does this personally affect your business? Where does this become critical, and how does this enhance your business? And having the intelligence and the consultation of knowing this, you must have this now. Understanding the financial impact. So we have a 47% faster decision making. Average reduction in time required for complex business decision when leveraging multimodal AI analytics. Let's get into the hard earned cash. 2.8 million annual cost savings. Median cost efficiency gains reported by mid-sized enterprises implementing multimodal AI workflows. Now we have our 3.2 ROI multiple. Average return on investment achieved within 18 months of multimodal AI deployment at scale. 62% productivity increase, improvement of knowledge worker productivity when AI handles multimodal data processing tasks. And sometimes that gets missed, the knowledge worker. We have sometimes in these organizations someone who's been working doing this wash rinse repeat and this task daily. When you have these tools that can be integrated into your system, and now it may be put on a shelf because they don't have or don't know how to use this. There are companies that have purchased integrated artificial intelligence into their business, but don't know how to work it and to make use of it in their business to achieve higher goals and to make their business. In business, it is all about making money and working efficiency, working smarter, not harder. This is the part of the solution for main businesses throughout the world and throughout organizations. Sometimes what I'll hear is some businesses will think that they're too small for this. Some businesses I spoke with, well, they're such a large organization, integrating this may hamper or slow things down. No, it's the complete opposite. It's made to make your business actually move much faster. Key cost categories, model access and licensing, subscription or consumption based pricing for multimodal large language models, LLMs, the cost scale by token usage, concurrency, and enterprise security requirements, infrastructure and compute. Now you have this integrated in your cloud structure, cloud GPU and TPU compute for model fine tuning and inference, edge devices for vision and voice processing if performing local inference, data engineering and integration. You got your data pipeline creation for text, voice, video, and image ingestion, integration with existing systems, your CRM, your SIEM, ERP, and your ticketing, workflow automation build out, develop a multimodal workflows. So you have document to task automation, call center voice AI, image based QA. Take a minute. Think of that. The cost driven by development hours or automation platform fees. Always, and I emphasize having that human oversight and governance. You have the heavy lifting that AI is doing this for you. Your staff time for quality review, compliance, and AI risk management. Required to meet SOC 2, NIST, ISO, HIPAA, and internal governance standards. So now you can fine tune and have that compliance set on a more granular basis. By 2026, cost efficiency comes from automation scale rather than model optimization alone. Where savings appear, reduction in manual labor for high volume repetitive tasks, lower operational errors through vision and voice validation systems, faster processing times, multimodal document intake workflows cut from hours to minutes, downsizing legacy automation tools replaced by unified multi-model flows, shared model infrastructure instead of those isolated tools across departments. As you can probably tell in my voice, those are become irritating to me because of that the silos in businesses, they become that. I know we go to our jobs and we work and we earn it and we love and we take pride in what we do, but we have to work as a team. And this will force your organization to work as a team. RI is achieved by measuring labor efficiency, productivity uplift, error reduction, and revenue impact. The core ROI drivers: productivity uplift. Employees augmented by AI complete more tasks per hour. You know that. Most of you are using AI in your personal lives, and you know how things have been much better by utilizing that. Multimodal agents reduce cognitive load and automate multi tier tasks. Cycle time reduction, faster decision making from combined vision, text, voice contacts. Here's an example: mortgage underwriting or insurance claim assessment drops from days to minutes. Risk reduction, compliance gains, lower probability of errors and compliance violations. That alone, from your legal standpoint, and no one wants those hefty fines, or when you're bidding or going through this, or think about the competition. Automated document, voice, video, audit trails, revenue enablement. Multimodal customer engagement improves conversions and reduces abandonment. AI driven personalized content increases marketing ROI. Industry examples: industry spotlight, healthcare, enhancing diagnostics, diagnosis, and patient care. This becomes very personal, but we ourselves or we have loved ones that have this, and the healthcare organizations are experiencing breakthrough improvements in diagnostics accuracy and patient outcomes through multimodal AI. By integrating medical imaging analysis, electronic health record interpretation, and patient communication assessments, clinicians gain a 360-degree view of the patient health that was previously impossible to achieve efficiently. This is extremely serious and needs to be make sure that it's a part of the whole overall, because the health diagnosis are so many times you're, oh, it's this or that, and symptoms can be a multitude of different things, and gathering that intelligence to give a more a much better um, presentation to the patient is everything in the world. This is the bottom line. This affects each and every one of us. Advanced diagnostics: AI analyzes the x rays, MRIs, and CT scans while simultaneously reviewing patient history and lab results. Radiologists using multimodal AI detect conditions 23% faster with 18% improved accuracy rates. Clinical decision support. Systems process clinical notes, test results, and patient interviews to suggest treatment protocols. Physicians report 40% reduction in time spent on administrative tasks, allowing more patient interaction. Remote monitoring, continuing analysis of patient vitals, the data, video check ins, vision, and verbal symptom reports to voice enables proactive intervention. Hospital readmission rates decreased 28% from monitored chronic disease patients. Perhaps most significantly, multimodal AI is helping address healthcare's talent shortage. And that's what we have across the board. By automating routine analysis and flagging only cases requiring expert review, systems allow existing medical staff to handle 60% more cases without sacrificing the quality of the care. And isn't it about the quality of the care? Especially in medicine, healthcare, and our lives. So this hits on a mortality rate and the quality of how we live. Let's get into our three-step action plan for piloting multimodal AI in 2026. How you get started. Implementing multimodal AI doesn't require a complete organizational overhaul or massive upfront investment. By following this structured approach, you can begin your journey confidently and build momentum through demonstrated success. Making sure that presentation, making sure that you have the skilled and employment, that workload, those SMEs, those subject matter experts that are addressing and let you know. You can hear all of this in this overall picture, but how does this work with your organization is the main question. Identify high impact use cases. Begin with systematic assessment of where multimodal AI can deliver great value in your organization. Look for processes that currently require manual correlation of information across different formats, documents, images, audio recordings. Ideal candidates involve repetitive analysis, significant time investments, and clear success metrics. Success. Action items: conduct stakeholder interviews across departments, map current workflows involving multiple data types, prioritize use cases based on potential ROI, implementation complexity, and strategic alignment. Keep that word. When this webinar ends, that word, later on today, say that word to yourself: strategic alignment. Select 2, 3 pilot use cases that can demonstrate results within 90 days. 90 days has always been used as that given thing. What can be done in 90 days? Build your cross functional team. Assemble a diverse team that brings together technical expertise, business knowledge, and change management skills. You have to implement that change management. How? By adding this to here, how does this affect this department or this workflow? You have to know how everything works together. Your team should include data scientists, business analytics, IT infrastructure specialists, and representatives from the business units where pilots will run. You run a pilot, take a look, see how that works, making sure that you have the proper training and the proper consultation on how this is being implemented. Designate an executive sponsor with authority to remove blockers and allocate the resources that your organization needs. Action items. Define roles and responsibilities clearly. Establish weekly cadence for team sync ups so that you can make sure that those silos and these things that were working or impeding or mitigated certain things or actions that could have resulted in a better ROI for your organization. Create decision making framework for the pilot phase. Develop success metrics. You need to know how it's working and how successful it is. Tracking the mechanisms. Set up communication channels for broader organizational updates. Launch your focus pilots. Execute your pilot programs with disciplined focus on learning and adaptation. Start small, involve 10 to 50 users initially rather than hundreds. Set a 90-day checkpoint for evaluation and course correction. Document learnings and meticulously both successes and the challenges that you face. Use pilot insights to refine your approach before scaling, making sure that everything that was done within that pilot and as you're processing through this, you're giving yourself, your organization time to take a look. Well, if I do this, I have this, I do this. Hey, you know what? We can add this service. We can add this product now to our system because of this. You'll see through using um, this tool what added features that are going to be available, but still making sure that you have it in a manageable place to be able to watch it and strategically get the information that you need. Action items. Deploy pilot to control user group. Gather feedback weekly through surveys and interviews. Track the quantitative metrics against your baseline. How does this work as everything? Baseline, everything's going business as usual. How is this going up or down with your organization? Identify integration challenges and data quality issues early. Plan scaling roadmap based on pilot results. Communicate wins and learnings across the organization. Now, why 2026 is the critical window? This upcoming year, everyone, and I know I'm just saying that everyone, of course, there will be those not, but we know that this is the successful model. Every day you turn on, whether you're looking at something financial, stocks, business, data, sports, everything is about AI. And while multimodal AI is available today, 2026 represents that inflection point. We are at a new industrial revolution. This is the change in time where this is the model that we use now. And those that aren't are going to get left behind. It is just mm, that is my sincere conclusion to give to you. Early adopters will have refined their implementations and achieve significant competitive advantages. Organizations that delay will find themselves playing catch up in an increasingly AI driven business landscape. And you're going to see businesses that are dissolved and that are gone. I myself, from a personal standpoint, looking at a couple of businesses that introduced this to them, told them about it. Now the businesses are struggling, and I'm thinking whether I may purchase their businesses and assimilate it into my business by because they didn't have this AI model and didn't take adhere to the information to utilize this. The data is clear. Companies that implement multimodal AI by 2026 will capture disproportionate market share in their industries. They'll operate more efficiently, make better decisions faster, and deliver superior customer experiences. The gap between AI leaders and laggards will widen dramatically. The window for a competitive advantage is right now. Organizations must begin their multimodal AI journey now to be positioned for success in 26 and beyond. Waiting means accepting permanent disadvantage against a more agile competitors. All right, I want to thank you for attending this webinar. Obviously, you can see the passion and the sense of urgency that I overly emphasize. And as I'm presenting these webinars, I think about the different business consultation that I provide and also the training that I provide all over, and seeing those that are falling behind and the stress and the lives that have been impacted by not adopting this goals. So those images are spiraling in my mind, and I'm thinking about this and how this could have saved businesses and the personal lives, those who have done things in the the business themselves, and different people that come to mind right now that have to start all over in life because they did not use this tool. So again, I thank you for attending this webinar, and I encourage you to get the training. I look forward to providing AI training. And I hope some of you that are listening to this, that I'm able to provide that training directly to you and give you someone who not only has the educational or academic certifications or knowledge from that, but also a business person who utilizes this and also consults others from that. I use it and I know it. Thank you again. Now let's start our Q&A session.
Thank you, Ronald. That was very informative. And I know everyone's looking forward to the Q&A session, so go ahead and start putting your questions in the questions panel. And while you're doing that, I'd like to pass the presentation rights over to Neha Kumari, our product marketing manager, who's going to introduce you to our wonderful and amazing promotions and webinar related courses.
Hello, welcome and thank you. I hope you've all received the event handout, which is a great resource to guide you through today's session. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us for this masterclass. Whether you are in healthcare, finance, marketing, or any other sector, AI driven data solutions are transforming the way businesses unlock value, streamline operations, and drive innovation. We pride ourselves on delivering AI cert trainings through our network of 3,300 plus certified instructors, all active experts in their fields. At Netcom, we've been empowering businesses worldwide since 1998 with cutting edge solutions that accelerate organizational growth and innovation. Our headquarters are located in the heart of New York City, and we are proud to offer worldwide delivery capabilities to support our global clients. Inside the handout you've received, there's a link to access the session recording for today's masterclass. This gives you the chance to revisit the material or dive deeper into any concepts you'd like further clarification on. Now, let's take a look at some of the latest AI Cert courses available. They are divided by roles to help you choose the right path based on your career needs. I encourage you to click on the hyperlinks in the handout to explore the official course documentation and gain a deeper understanding of each offering. It's important to note that all our courses are taught by subject matter experts. Additionally, you'll enjoy perks like 180 days of access to virtual labs, 90 days of class recordings, and access to the Netcom 365 portal. You'll even have the option to repeat classes for free within a specific period if you miss a session or wish to review a topic. We've also included a few additional resources in the handout, including upcoming free events and insightful blogs. I highly recommend exploring these to broaden your understanding of our offerings and how they can help you and your organization achieve your learning and business goals. We have exciting upcoming schedules that you won't miss out. Here are some of them. These specialized programs will help you harness the power of AI for different roles and industries, ensuring you stay ahead in today's competitive landscape. We've also included a few additional resources in the handout, including upcoming free events and insightful blogs. I highly recommend exploring these to broaden your understanding of our offerings and how they can help you achieve your learning and business goals. These specialized programs will help you harness the power of AI for different roles and industries, ensuring you stay ahead in today's competitive landscape. As a part of your journey, we also recommend exploring these valuable marketing assets to further enhance your AI knowledge and skills. Learn about the Learning Passport and flexible team training packages we offer. For organizations with complex, geographically distributed teams, we offer the Learning Passport. This flexible solution allows you to consolidate your training funds for up to 12 months, unlocking tremendous value, including up to 100% additional value on your funds. With the Learning Passport, you get unlimited access to over 4,000 authorized training courses. If your team has ongoing skilling requirements, this is an incredibly cost effective solution to meet your learning needs year round. Additionally, the Learning Passport also includes access to certifications, virtual events, blogs, webinars, and special promotional offers available on our website. It's your one stop solution for building a smarter workforce. And finally, be sure to check out Russell Sardar's latest book. As CEO of Netcom Learning, Russell has written a powerful framework to help organizations build smarter workforces, adapt to change, and drive growth in this rapidly evolving business environment. Don't miss out on this invaluable resource. Thank you for joining us today. With the right knowledge and skills, you can lead your organization to success and stay ahead in an AI driven world. Stay tuned for more updates and exciting learning opportunities from Netcom Learning. Together, we'll shape the future.
Thanks so much for guiding us through that information, Neha.
And now we're going to go ahead and jump right into our question and answer session. If you haven't yet, it's not too late to pop your questions into the question panel. And as we start our Q&A sessions, we're also going to launch a quick poll that we want to invite you to participate in. Doing so helps us to know how we can better serve you by telling us who might be interested in more information or in taking some additional training. In addition, we have a lot more informative webinars coming up, so please go to netcomlearning.com/webinars in order to register.
First question is, what makes multimodal AI fundamentally more powerful than traditional AI models?
Well, multimodal AI simultaneously, pardon me, processes the text, audio, images, video, structured data, and sensor inputs, allowing it to reason over the real world much more holistic than a unimodal. Unimodal, the text only and vision only systems. So you're going to get richer contextual understanding and a more human native interaction, giving you the ability to solve end to end tasks. So that's one of the things, and the high generalization across your domains. So that is the reason why multimodal fundamentally is more powerful than the traditional AI models. All right, your next question.
Second question, how will voice integrated workflows redefine enterprise operations?
All right, well, one of the things here, I was thinking when I kind of got more and I got a bigger group of people that I'm training, but the keyboard becomes optional. So employees interact with systems through continuous natural dialogue with AI co-pilots and embedded into the CRM, the ERP, the CIS, the SIS, the CAD, and DevOps environment. It's more holistic. It's of work. It's that flow, that workflow compression, opening the app, searching the data, filling out, all of that stuff. Single conversation can do that. So you have this hyper automation of frontline and field work that you are using, and the reduction of training time, the new compliance, and the visibility layer that it provides to you. All right, our next question, please.
Next question is, how should enterprises measure ROI for multimodal AI investments?
Direct productivity or ROI. Direct, direct productivity. Time saved per task, task automated end to end. Now we have that lifesaver, thinking of our reduction of manual documentation and the decrease in error rates. We got quality throughput and decision improvements, higher sales conversions, you got faster support resolution, increased preventative issue detection, and more accurate forecasting or classification. Strategic ROI, often larger than direct savings, faster product development cycles, the ability to scale operations without proportional headcount, competitive differentiation through new customer experiences, data network effects, more surface insights. Measure ROI at both the workflow and your portfolio levels to capture the compounding effects. That's how that helps you. All right, next question.
Next question in the queue, what risks could affect ROI and how should leaders mitigate them?
That is an excellent question. One of the most important questions, and I'm sure that has been the question throughout the whole webinar. But the core risk categories and mitigation: adopt friction. Employees revert to old workflows. As I give you those sound effects in my voice. So, mitigation: embed AI into existing tools, not separate applications. Incentivize usage through measurable OKRs. Champion driven voice first workflows. Remember, we were talking about that with the multimodal, and one of the most amazing features of it: model reliability and hallucinations. That's the incorrect outputs and they reduce trust. Mitigation, structured evaluation pipeline, the retrieval grounding and deterministic guardrails. I mentioned that in other webinars, and by having those knowledge workers to understand and having the guardrails and knowing how those work, where to have those in place. Human in the loop for high impact decisions. Do not rely completely on the artificial intelligence. Having that human oversight is imperative for the organization that is adapting this and meeting that. Data quality. The quality of your data, being able to have that data and making sure the fragmentation, clean data, how you clean the data. Poor or siloed data limits the model's value. So invest in a unified data layer with the APIs. You got to have continuous data quality monitoring. It is not to have this in the beginning. No, this is a continuous effort. Clear governance policy for multimodal data. Security, privacy, and compliance. The leakage of sensitive multimodal data is a no-no. Mitigation, so you have those role-based access for your multimodal logs. Policy-based redaction, audio screenshots and docs, on-prem or VPC deployments for your regulated industries, overscoping early deployments. So your risk is the Big Bang implementation delay results. Sequence deployments by the workflow complexity. Start with 1, 2 hero workflows to prove that to prove the ROI within that 90 days that we spoke about here in the webinar. All right. Um, Next question, please.
And the final question is, how will multimodal AI affect organizational structure by 2026?
It's the emergence of the AI native roles. All these organizations. A few hours today, I will go into a place. I've got the information, and someone will know it's holiday time that because they haven't adopted that, that the whole that section of that business will be changing. The AI native role. This is not an add-on that just goes into there. This is how businesses are conducted, and this is a static part of business. AI workflow architect that designs processes and model integration. The multimodal data steward. Those of you who've worked on some of the certifications or you got that and you learned about this, that now will be the multimodal data steward. The human AI interaction lead, the voice workflow specialist. Now you got the collapse of the intermediate layers, information retrieval, reporting, summarization, and the handoff. Those get automated, reducing the need for the manual Q&A layers. Data entry teams, tier 1 customer support, the middle office reconciliation roles. You got smaller, more technical PMO, operational groups. Your ops team shifts from monitoring tasks to monitoring systems now. Now you have a better control and a more agile team. Cross-functional teams reorganize around the AI co-pilots. Teams operate with AI agents embedded into their daily rituals, so to speak, and stand-ups where AI summarizes task status, your meetings with auto-generated insights, and your action items. AI drafting proposals, code, and design in real time for you. You have a larger span of control for your managers. I had so many managers across the world that I speak to love this because AI handles synthesis, reporting, and coaching. Each manager can support more people, flattening organizational structure. Increase human specialization. AI handles generic work. Humans move forward. It's about moving forward. It's about progressing. Relationship management, that creative strategy, complex negotiation, domain expertise requiring um, tactical knowledge. All right. So having this together with that is the theme of all that. Those were amazing questions that you've asked, and I sincerely appreciate you giving me the opportunity to present this webinar and to answer your questions. For more information, again, contact Netcom Learning, AI Search, and make sure that you're on board with what needs to happen with your organization and that you have the one of the leaders to get the knowledge that you need and your organization needs to thrive and to win in business. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.
Once again, I want to remind you that as you leave this session today, you will be presented with a short survey. We would like to request for you to help us by taking a quick moment to participate in that survey. Your feedback really helps us understand your learning experience as we are constantly looking at how we can improve our future sessions. The survey answers are measured on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 representing outstanding and 1 representing poor. We want to thank all of you for joining us today, and if you do come up with any additional questions, feel free to send them to webinar@netcomlearning.com at any time. We hope that you found today's webinar informative, and we look forward to seeing you back here with us soon. Feel free to tell your friends and colleagues about our webinars and other courses. Have a great day, everyone.